Hello. This is a demo of the DocPro automation tool for invoice processing. DocPro is an automation solution that gives you the ability to manage your processes efficiently and smoothly with cost savings. A bot for extracting emails from Outlook and importing into DocPro will be deployed. The bot will be running continuously in the background. Here you can see the emails being read and imported into DocPro in the console application. Processors will log in to the DocPro web application. The processors will then go to the Workflow menu section and click on the Email Inward bucket of the email process. The users will see the emails imported by the email bot in this page. Each email will be seen as one record in DocPro. To view the email, the user will click on the View button in the record. The email record will open in DocPro Viewer. The attachments in the email will be visible in the Attachments section in the viewer. The attachment can be viewed in the viewer, and if the user is sure that it is an invoice, then the user will click on the green tick button. The attachment will be created as an invoice record in the invoice process. The user has to mark all the attachments as either invoice or not an invoice. The user then marks the email record as closed. The email record moves to the closed bucket. Let us now go to the closed bucket. Here you can see the record in the closed bucket. Now let us go to the pre-inward bucket in the invoice process. You can see the invoice in this bucket. The user will click on the View button in the invoice record to open the invoice in DocPro Viewer. The user will check whether the invoice is okay to move to the scanning bucket and select Submit in the status dropdown. The scanning user will log in the DocPro Scan tool for capturing invoice information using manual OCR. The invoice record shows up in the Scan tool. Here you can see the user capturing the invoice data using manual OCR. After all the data has been entered, the user will save the invoice and data by clicking on the Upload button. The invoice is now available in the Invoice Inward bucket. The user will open the invoice and submit it to the Validation 1 engine. The Validation 1 engine has the rules using which the invoice will be checked for any validation failures. If any validations are failing, DocPro will automatically create a ticket and send an email to the vendor with the details of the failed validations. You can see the invoice in the Validation 1 Failed Invoices bucket. The user can click on the record and see the ticket details. Any emails received from the vendor against this ticket will be visible as conversation. Connect users reply to the tickets using this interface. If the vendor sends the revised invoice in an email as an attachment against the ticket, the user can view the attachment and convert it to an invoice. The invoice, after passing the Validation 1 engine, goes through the Validation 2 engine, which has rules related to the internal validation. After the invoice passes all validation, it is available for payment.